You know, Xander, I really don't get why you're so opposed to this. I'm telling you, people are going to love this. A rich, dark chocolate cake drizzled with raspberry coulis, paired with a fizzy Prosecco cocktail. That's the kind of thing people crave at a holiday dinner. It's like magic. Have you ever experienced a dessert that had you questioning everything? This will have them begging for more.
Oh, I've experienced plenty of things that have made me question my choices, Roy. But pairing cake with cocktails? That's a whole new level of what am I doing with my life?
Oh, come on. You can't tell me you wouldn't enjoy something a little bit more exciting. You know, a little sparkle in your life. Who wouldn't want a fizzy drink and a rich dessert? It's all about the experience. Our customers deserve a little indulgence. I can even see you enjoying this.
Oh, so you imagine me enjoying it, hmm? Do you plan to make that a reality? Unless you plan to serve me this dessert in bed, you're just trying to make me ignore the real needs of this menu.
I mean, maybe I would, if I thought you could handle it. You've got that whole too tough to fall for dessert thing going on, but I'm sure I could change your mind.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm just concerned. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to fall in love with a dessert that's just trying too hard.
Trying too hard? We've got to do something to spice this place up. People want something fresh. Something that gives them a little thrill, not just the same old mashed potatoes and gravy.
Fresh. Roy, you and I both know there's nothing thrilling about having a bourbon-soaked dessert at a family dinner. People come for the real meal. The food. The comfort.
You know, sometimes you talk about comfort like you've never had something that really warmed you up from the inside. Have you ever considered that maybe you're stuck in the comfort zone?
You're impossible, you know that? Who knew a chocolate cake could have this much power over you? Is this a new tactic? Or do you always flirt with your food like this?
Maybe I'm trying to flirt with you, Xander. Maybe I'm trying to see if you'll bite.
Oh, hey. No, we haven't determined a menu set yet. This bunny boy wouldn't stop trying to make me bow down to his cake.
It is a perfectly delectable cake, thank you very much. You want to try some? I promise you will love it. All right, let me just get you a forkful and... There we go. Dark chocolate cake with a raspberry coulis. Delectable, rich, and tart duet.
It's a great combination, no denying that.
Yet this incubus can't seem to bend to the idea of a full specialty menu for desserts and cocktails. He's so focused on what we already serve that he simply can't be tempted.
Oh, don't you start trying to seduce them to your side. Roy's trying to turn our holiday menu into a cocktail party.
Well, I'm not turning anything into a cocktail party. I'm trying to elevate the event, give people something exciting for the holiday season.
Oh, so we're skipping the ham and going straight to cocktails and cake now? You really think people will come here for spiked desserts instead of a full holiday meal?
Oh, come on. People are hungry for an experience, not just another ham slice or whatever else you have planned. You don't think a little rum with dessert could turn a simple dinner into a celebration? It's the perfect pairing. Sweet, spicy, just a little dangerous. Look, I'm just saying we add a little sparkle to the meal. A bourbon chocolate mousse, maybe, or a mulled wine with a warm apple pie. Who wouldn't want that?
This is fine for a party, but holiday meals should be about sustenance. You can't feed people rum cocktails and call it dinner. What do I have to offer? I have a couple of options, but I made a plate for Roy to try one of my ideas. Here. Take this entree for a ride. A smoked honeyed ham with a maple glaze, roasted root vegetables, truffle mashed potatoes, and a caramelized onion and fig jam.
Well, there's no need to try it. We already know it's perfect. It's an American staple.
Let them decide that. They opened up for you. The least they could do is let me defend my side with a fair taste. Am I right? Good. I'm glad you agree. Now, would you like me to feed you like Bunny Boy did? Or can you try it yourself, like the charming adult you are?
You?
Shh. Don't get rowdy. Unless you want to start stomping your feet like an actual rabbit. See? I can tell by the look in your eyes. You love it just as much as that cake. This, a hearty meal, a real holiday meal. Classic. Comforting. Hearty. It's familiar. It's the kind of thing that gets people talking about memories they can connect with.
So what you're saying is, you want your mashed potatoes and ham with a side of boredom, huh? Come on. Where's the thrill? Where's the excitement?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize a holiday dinner was supposed to be a roller coaster. You think people want to feel like they're at a rave during dinner? Not everything has to be fireworks. Some people just want to savor something and feel rewarded after a long year.
Rewards shouldn't be boring. I'm just saying.
Interesting. Tell me, what about my dish makes it boring? I like to think that it's entertaining on its own. Seductive, even. Like what? Curious, aren't you?
I'm curious too. What makes a hearty meal like that tempting? Most people are more concerned with not wearing a belt when they finish eating it than being seduced by it.
Well, consider the star of the dish. Glazed with sweet maple and smoked to perfection. Slow, sweet, smoky, like a perfect kiss. Imagine it like that. Sweet at first, but it lingers, leaving you wanting more. It tingles on the taste buds just enough to leave you desiring another bite, another kiss. I'm not saying you'll fall in love with the meal, but I wouldn't blame you if you did.
That's the story you're telling, Zanny? Please. A kiss will always bring a smile, sure, but if it's the same kiss over and over for years on end, one will just end up being uninterested when the 100th kiss comes along. Consider its opponent this evening, the cake you so eagerly want to push aside. Look at the way the cake glistens, how the raspberry coulis just dances over the smooth chocolate. You're not just eating a cake, you're indulging in an experience. The decadence, the richness, the pure luxury of it. People won't stop talking about it. You don't get that from ham. Huh? Oh, yeah, the fizzy Prosecco.
Funny how you forgot to include that in your little spotlight moment.
Oh, hush you. This is not just a drink. It's a fizzy celebration in your mouth. Light, refreshing, just enough sparkle to make you feel alive. When paired with the cake, it's like fireworks on your senses. Try it. It's a non-alcoholic version, don't worry. Oh, that look on your face. You feel it, don't you? Unforgettable.
Oh, so you think cake and champagne are going to blow people's minds, huh? That's your idea of excitement. Oh, come on, Roy. People want something that will fill them up and leave them feeling satisfied. A taste of excitement is merely a tease, a distraction to the real enjoyment of the evening.
Listen, while I can agree that meat is always satisfying, it needs to be more than just a staple. You can only have so much fun with the usual fare.
Hey, I'm not saying you can't have your fun. Dessert after the main course is always welcome and lovely to have. But this ham, this is the real star of the show. No tricks, no gimmicks. Just flavor.
But does it have layers? Each bite of this cake is like a new layer of heaven. The richness of the chocolate making you feel all warm inside. And the raspberry coulis, a little hit of tartness. Oh, it makes everything just pop. It's the kind of dessert that makes you want to lean in and savor every moment, every bite, every sip. You won't be thinking about ham and potatoes. I promise you that.
Oh, so you think they'll forget about the hearty, filling meal for just a little sugar rush? And again, you forgot about your fizzy drink.
Just like you keep forgetting about your side dishes. We all love meat. But that's not the only thing you have on that plate.
The sides speak for themselves, Roy. The truffle mashed potatoes, creamy luxury that just melts in your mouth, smooth and almost addicting if made correctly. The root vegetables, tender, warm, with just a little bit of edge that craves to be bitten down. And the surprise comes with the jam. Let me demonstrate with a finger. A small dollop on the tip of it.
What are you,
Try it, Roy. It's waiting to be tasted. A perfect balance of sweet and savory. Playful. If you don't agree, then I will concede immediately. Since you like to play the tempter, let's see you handle being tempted yourself.
Oh, I know what he's doing. You may be an incubus, but you're not winning this one. Wow. You're right. So clearly, this little argument isn't over.
And yet you're red in the face from just that little taste. Simplicity can be incredibly appealing. It's the kind of thing that you can sink your teeth into without needing the fluff of bubbles to distract you.
You know, Zanny, I think you're missing the point. Sometimes it's not just about satisfying hunger, it's about satisfying desire. It's something that teases you, draws you in. Well, food can very much be like an intimate dance. It's why we're taking this so seriously.
We're taking this seriously? Roy, you've been playing with the food all evening. I've done no such thing. I've only highlighted the truth of my meal.
The truth is that it relies on outside action to be tantalizing. Besides, you said before that this is one of many holiday plates you have in mind. What else do you plan to show off?
Well, as much as I'd like to introduce turkey, the supply and demand for it after Thanksgiving always slows to a low point. There's no point in the investment. But something like chicken or pheasant would fill the void for poultry. Then we can't forget having a vegan option. It has to be just as large as the other plates, out of respect.
That, including our usual menu items, and we have a plethora of items to choose from for meals that fill the belly this month. Meanwhile, we have the entire bar to utilize and a dessert menu the size of my pinky.
Why can't we expand the desserts? We could, but do you think we have the budget to cover everything we both wish to add? You're the financial brain behind this restaurant, so you should know that we can't just increase our options so easily. The cost of ingredients, of mainstay meals is one thing, but desserts? Somehow those are the ones that get stupidly expensive.
That's the unfortunate part. We want to have more dessert options, but we still need to have other main meal options for customers beyond our holiday specials. I get it. The budget's tight. Ugh. Can this get any more frustrating? That's quite a thought. One dessert. One holiday special. Keep it small, exclusive. Something that people will crave but won't break the bank for us to create.
One dessert. It'll have to be quite impressive to make people want to order them. Oh, I have no doubt that Roy can make quite the show-stopping dessert combination. The cake and the fizzy drink pair, for example, is an impressive candidate.
Hey now, I have plenty of other options we can try that can knock everyone out. How much time do we have before we have to cement everything in? A week? Plenty of time to make the perfect dessert combo.
I have no problem keeping the ham dish as the only holiday option. We can even have a vegan-friendly version for those who have such dietary restrictions. I think tofu would be a good substitute.
You sure you'd be satisfied with just one-star menu option?
Why wouldn't I be? That means I can really make my plate shine for customers.
I don't know, Zanny. It's just so hard to take you seriously when you get all protective over a ham plate, but I think you're right. We'll have two glorious options for the diners to enjoy. Maybe we can even add a little something extra to make them more memorable. Something, indulgent.
Indulgent, huh? Are you trying to tempt me again, Roy? Because if you are, you're playing a dangerous game. You know I don't give in that easily.
No, I'm not tempting you, Xander. I'm tempting our generous business partner, but if you want to see how tempting this can really get, maybe I should throw something more unique as my dessert to make this holiday menu interesting.
Interesting? Oh, do tell me more.
I mean, if we really want to leave an impression, what's more unforgettable than something rich, decadent, and just a little bit scandalous? Instead of a chocolate cake, imagine this: a creamy, bourbon-infused panna cotta, topped with a glistening caramelized pear and a hint of cinnamon. Doesn't that sound irresistible?
A panna cotta. How quaint. You'll have to try a little harder to beat the star meal of the holidays. Whether it's the chocolate cake or the panna cotta, nothing can beat the kiss my dish will leave behind on our customers.
You and your kisses. Everything with you is a kiss. What about you? Which one would you rather be kissed by? The richness of my bourbon panna cotta or the sweet, seductive comfort of Xander's ham?
Oh, you really are playing this game, aren't you, Roy? Just think about it for a moment. Every bite would pull you deeper into something you didn't expect. It's slow, passionate, with a little fire that keeps you coming back.
Ah, yes. Your ham's slow burn. But that's just it, isn't it? You're all about the slow seduction, while I prefer the rush. Instant gratification, the sparkle. The best parts of our lives are the moments of irresistible joy and pleasure.
Oh, please. You're not giving them a moment. You're giving them a sugar high. What's left once the sparkle wears off? What's memorable about a small dessert that's gone before you even realize it? My meal. That is something you savor.
No, but Xander, you forget. Sometimes it's the sugar high that makes everything else sweeter. A bite of something rich, followed by the lightest sip of something bubbly. It's the kind of experience you can't just walk away from. It perfectly bookends a night with bliss.
You're quite bold, aren't you? However, I'd rather not rely on the temporary rush of sugar and bubbles to keep me excited. Some of us prefer substance.
Oh, I think you're just afraid that if people really experienced what I'm offering, they'd forget all about the comfort of your precious ham. You've got to admit, there's something undeniably captivating about a dessert that doesn't just satisfy but entices, tempts. Don't you want to be tempted?
Tempted? By you? Oh, Roy. Temptation can only go so far in reality. You see, while you're busy imagining your dish as some kind of sweet seduction, my dish does the real work. It's slow, rich, full of depth, like a lover who knows how to make every second feel like a lifetime. It might even satisfy enough to not leave room for any sweet distractions.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I think you're just trying to convince yourself that you're the only one who can seduce. Maybe I should give you a taste of how easily one can fall for something new. Something that leaves an unforgettable mark.
Can we just... So that's what it takes to end this little standoff, hmm? A kiss?
Well, maybe not just a kiss, but maybe we could give our flustered business partner a little something to remember. Just a taste.
You're full of surprises. If I didn't know better, I'd say you'd been planning this all along.
Maybe I have. Maybe I wanted to see if I could tempt you into something more exciting. You know, make things a little spicy.
Spicy, hmm? Well, It might be fun to see if you can keep up with me, Roy. But I'd love to see you try and prove otherwise.
Oh, you want to kiss that badly? Let's see if you can handle mine.
Well, that was quite a kiss.
Told you. You couldn't resist. And now look what we've done. They're completely red in the face. How cute.
I can't imagine why. We were just following their suggestion. I found it to be quite a delicious way to end our little feud.
Sure. But I have to plan my special dessert. Between the cake and the panna cotta ideas, the world is practically my oyster. I can already see the gambit of choices I could present. A tiramisu trifle with a delightful espresso martini. Ooh! Or a cherry clafouti paired with a tart amaretto sour. Ooh. I need to get testing right away.
Of course you'd leave with a kiss and a wink.
Only for you two. I'll let you two know if I need taste testers. Now, I'm leaving with a kiss, a wink, and a delightful promise for more. This is going to be one hell of a holiday menu. One way or another.
Don't tell him I enjoyed that. I'll never hear the end of it. You're a doll. Here, mind helping me finish these plates off so I can wash them? I have a feeling Roy is going to make more of a mess later. So the less cleaning we have to do, the better.